Dragon Age Origins. So in the last episode we cleared the Mage's Tower. I will come back for this quest.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us, fighting the Blight.
It's true.
Sorry, I am a bit fluish. Wide open world. Really?
The Blight. How will you end it?
You have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Wait, you doubt I'm really a warden?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Fuck you, man. I'm new to the warden.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
Asshole.
What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Yes? Well, here I am.
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Well, I've done these already.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
You're very sprightly for your age, though.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
You'll be good. I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't. Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
No, the ones in the tower. The ones in the tower were the first I've ever seen.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say. Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or, if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
One retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it. Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden, and that unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle.
So we should then turn out the way it did.
That's not something either of us can alter, so it is best to put it behind you. But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
What Reaper Irving saw in me that made him defend me?
Do not squander this time trying to explain why Irving picked you. Accept it, and be the Grey Warden you're supposed to be. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to, that it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be. I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
It means I've been chosen to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others, about serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
The girl thought and all. I don't understand.
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they. A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
Turning away having power confines you.
And the country suffers for it. If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome. Is there something you need?
Why didn't you want to stay at the tower?
The Circle is in good hands. Irving knows what to do, and he doesn't need me underfoot. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things unfinished in Ostagar. There is so much left to do, and I would be part of it.
I'm glad for your company.
The Grey Wardens, all 2 of you, need all the help you can get. I will see this through to the bitter end, and after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the Circle.
I'm sure you will be able to return when you choose. I want to make sure you really wanted this.
No, of course I don't. I'm old and unsure of what I'm doing. Actually, I'd rather be in a warm chair in the sun, being served pudding or some other easily digestible food.
I didn't mean it that way.
I know. I was just teasing. The ability to laugh at myself is something I developed too late in life. But to allay your fears, yes, I am sure this is what I want. Is there something you need? It is no trouble.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
I wonder, maybe we should do Soldier's Peak, then ban Lawrence and end this path, and then we can go on to the next section. Come on, this is all.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
She's impressive, as you said.
It's just teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
It was so funny. A very funny man on this clip.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard a Norwegian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
The veil is thin here. The circle tower was that way too.
The veil?
I think that's what separates us from the Fade and the demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
So if the mic is a bit soft, it will be fixed in the next episode. I did a format on my PC. So after this episode I'll check what the recording sounds like and so on and so forth.
Do not let them overwhelm us!
I shall do it. It is begun.
Make a preserve us!
When it comes to this stuff. As you will.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
Defend yourself!
Do you really
I shall do it.
by an old woman?
Shall be done. Very well. It is begun.
I never liked this part.
You say.
Careful. Now we go into battle.
Good! Another down! Yes!
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like that.
It is begun. I am armed.
Nothing but excitement chatting with you.
Best be wary!
Let's grab some glory!
I shall do it.
That's it!
There is no glory in bloodshed! Shall be done.
Let's have at it!
Away with you!
We must strike.
It shall be done.
Oh no. Oh, it looks like I did not save after after I saved and killed.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Enchanted dagger.
If there's anything I can do for you, are you sure I can't interest you in this? You and your friends are formidable.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
These statues, I think, is for Alistair, if I'm not mistaken.
I could get used to this, you know.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
This is going to be my body throughout the game, because of reasons of where characters dislike the choices you make, and I'm going to do a good playthrough, so having Morrigan and those is
Something I can help with?
Oh, this place, I'd like to talk about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Where did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Quickly.
Well, when we're back at camp, we will be deeper into Julian's and keep everybody's gifts as recorded, and so on, and so forth. It's taken so long, it's quite a bit since it's a long quest.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men! I won't lie to you! The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Sounds like there is greatness in your blood.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to say. Generations of Dryadens have said that our stock were lions. Fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Sounds like that. The person reads, on these grounds virtuous men stood against the tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died. That guy sounds like orcs. Humans in Warcraft. It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Read the names of the fallen. Captain Miller the Blackfur, Chair Thrower Lopez, Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Epinger of the Bovine Brethren, Ferrell the Feral. Wow. Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sansley's Argonauts. Langley of the Forest, Lucky Laguna, Mad Dogs Meadows, Matthias the Bloody, McWork the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, the Stretch, and Backrat Darkson, Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Sullen Scimitar, Vertical Eric, Weak-Eyed Santos, the Wolburn, the Exhaustive Fire. All those names fit on that piece of paper. Light.
Very well. Very well. Shall be done.
not let them overwhelm us!
Enough! You should run while you can. One for me! I never like this part.
It is begun. That's a lot of blood.
Why is she so far behind?
It is begun. As you say. Shall be done. Shall be done.
May they be praised!
We must have victory.
You asked for it!
Push them back!
It is begun.
Best be wary! This part takes forever!
Nothing but
Let's have at it!
It shall be done.
We must have victory. I will not allow it.
Very well.
Oh, lovely.
As you say.
Defend yourself!
I tried to grandmothers.
It is begun.
This book is badly burned. You can make a word out here and there, and that is all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by while...
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
But rebellion is against everything Warren stand for. Maybe there are other...
We can only hope.
think I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. We didn't really make much progress in this episode, seeing that we first we came here and then realized we didn't sell our stuff and had to go back and had a chat with Quinn and then Liliana and everything. But with the next episode I will try and get as much of Soldiers being done as possible. Thank you guys for watching and have a fantastic day.